Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Baby here from MoneyLordNation.com, your home for everything Money Lord. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the Money Lord YouTube channel. And today we have the Week 2 NFL predictions right here on my screen. So last week I didn't really do that good. I went 6-10, which the start of the year, that's probably one of the worst starts I ever had. So we kind of have to rebound from that. Kind of have to we have to bounce back. We have to bounce back into do, which I'm pretty more confident about these picks more than. But there's a lot of tough games here, as you see here up on the screen right now. There's a lot of tough games this week, so we'll see who wins. Let's see who we predict. All right, so I'll run through my blood. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys do hit the subscribe button as well, and make sure you subscribe right here to the Money Lord YouTube channel. I think I already said that, but whatever. Alright, so I already did the reactions. I already said reactions. Go check out that video. I already done that reaction for week 1. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's hop into my week 2 picks. Oh, that's right. And make sure if you're on my fantasy pick'em challenge, make sure you make your picks. Make sure you do that either tonight or tomorrow. Well, especially tonight because the game starts tomorrow. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's get to the week 2 picks. All right, so we are starting off with a tough one. Is Kansas City going into Jacksonville? Listen, Jacksonville can beat Kansas City. I have no doubt that they can. I mean, Trevor Lawrence. This game is in Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville performed better than Kansas City last week. But we really got to think of this. Do you really think the Kansas City Chiefs? Do you really think they're going to lose 2 games in a row to start the season? I don't think so. I don't think they lose 2 games in a row. Like it just doesn't make any sense. Now, can I be wrong here? Absolutely. Jacksonville's good, and this game's in Jacksonville, so I can see Jacksonville winning it. But I just don't think it's gonna happen. I think the Chiefs know better not to lose 2 games in a row. So in this game, I have a very high scoring game because I think both offenses are better than both defenses. But I have the Chiefs pulling ahead 28 to 25. I'll take Kansas City. All right, next up we have Baltimore going into Cincinnati. Okay, so this game's also tricky. This game's also tricky to me. So the Ravens are going into Cincinnati. Now we all know the Ravens had a better performance last week. Yes, we all know that. But like it's the same scenario. Like, do you really think the Bengals are gonna have 2 shitty performances in a row? Do I actually think the Bengals are a bad team? No. I'm gonna go ahead and pick them to win this week, but this is not gonna be easy. I mean, it's just like so. The Ravens, I think they performed good last week. If the Bengals don't show up, they're probably gonna get their asses kicked. But I'm gonna go the Bengals 27-20. Yeah, I'm gonna go the Bengals 27-20 on this one. But I am really expecting a Joe Burrow bounce back. I'm expecting a Jamar Chase bounce back. Basically, that whole team needs to bounce back. So I trust them. But they only get one more shot from me. All right, next up we have Vegas at the Bills. Listen, Vegas, I know you guys had a great win last week away against Denver, but unfortunately, I don't think you guys are beating Buffalo in Buffalo. No, not in Buffalo. Now, if you were in Vegas, I would give you like a more upper chance. I think you guys would win that. I would think you guys would still lose, but I'm gonna go for the final score. I got the Bills winning this game, 30 to. Let's go 30. Let's go 32-17. I just think Josh Allen's gonna bounce back. It's really up with these two teams. Like especially these two. Do you really think they're gonna have 2 shitty performances? I mean, the Bills, they did perform that they performed bad, but it wasn't as bad as the best Cincinnati. So I got the Bills bouncing back and beating the Raiders 30-17. But this is another trap game, feels like, in my opinion. All right, next up we have the Chargers and the Titans. Obviously, I think this is one of my more easier picks of the week because D Hop is questionable for the Titans. We don't know if he's going to be playing, or we don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, by the outcome, I think the Chargers win this one pretty easily. If I'm being honest, I don't think this game is really close because it's in Tennessee. I'll give the Titans a little bit more credit here. I do think they should be able to compete a little bit. but I don't think this game really should be close at all. I got the Dolphins winning this game. I think Dolphins are going to throw up a lot of points like they did last week. I'm gonna go 31. I'm gonna go 31-23. All right, next up we have Indy going into Houston. So this game was kind of even. I think both rosters are kind of even. So I'm kind of going back and forth with this pick. But the reason why I'm making my pick the way I make my pick, because you gotta look at last week's performance between these two. Colts, they play really good. They play really good against a really good team. Well, wait, who did the Colts play last week? Colts. Shit, who did they pick last? Who did they play last week? I don't care. But whoever they played, they had a really good game. Houston only scored 9 points. They didn't even get a touchdown. So by that equation, and just by looking at these two teams' performances last week, I think that's my answer. Indy, I think Indy should win this. They were the most surprising team last week. I know Anthony Richardson is questionable. If he's not playing, the Texans are definitely going to win. But give me Indianapolis. I think they're going to get it together. Not get it together, but you know what I'm saying. I think they can get the win. I'll go with Indianapolis 21-17. That's my final score. All right, next up we have Miami going into New England. Listen, the Philadelphia Eagles almost lost in New England. They literally almost did, and that's because they fell in the trap game. You know, they fell in the trap game, but they luckily got out of it. Same thing here. I can see the same thing happen to Miami, but I'm picking Miami to win this game, even though this is really a trap game for them. Now, do I think Miami's going to score as much as points as they did last week against the Chargers? No. But do I think they're going to win the game? Yes. I think it's going to be kind of like the Philly game. So I think this game's going to be close. I think it's going to be competitive, but I'm taking the Dolphins 27-20. Actually, no, 27. Yeah, 27-23. I'll go with the Dolphins. All right, next up we have Cleveland going into Pittsburgh. I said this is another obvious one. Just by looking at these two teams' performances last week, I think we all know the answer. Now the Steelers, they could win this game. Like they really could, and I'm kind of rooting for them to win this game because I don't really care about the Browns, but I would really like to see the Steelers win this one and bounce back. But something is just telling me in the head that they're not going to win this game, especially off last week. Basically how both of these two teams performed last week. So I'm gonna take the Browns. I think this game is going to be close, but I'm not really expecting a lot of offense in this. So I'm gonna go 23-18. It's a weird score, but I think it's gonna stand out like that. All right, next game we got the Jets going into Dallas. They just lost Aaron Rodgers. They're playing one of the best defenses in the league. They're not going to win this game, unfortunately. This game is in Dallas. I do not like that matchup for the New York Jets, especially when they have to go to Dallas. That actually is not a good equation for them. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, Dallas, they performed good last week. Jets performed okay last week. I mean, it wasn't bad, but I think they could have done a little bit more. Plus, you put Zach Wilson facing against that defense. Like, I just don't like the equation for him. So in this game, I have the Cowboys, but the Jets defense is really dang good. That's one thing I want to point out. Jets defense was really good last week. Only held Buffalo to 16 points. That's not bad. So I do think the Jets can compete even with Zach Wilson. I do think they'll be able to compete. I just don't think they're going to win. So I'm gonna take Dallas 26-20. Yeah, Dallas wins 26-20. I'm expecting this game to be close. All right, next up we have Washington going into Denver. Both of these two teams did not really have good performances last week. But so we're just talking about Washington almost losing. So basically, this game comes down to what was more embarrassing to watch: Washington almost losing to Arizona, or Denver who somehow lost at home to the Raiders, which I picked them to win, but I could. Anyway, I think Washington's loss was more. I mean, Washington's win was more embarrassing because it's Arizona, but still, I don't want to trust them and I don't want to pick them here. But yeah, give me Denver here. just give me. I don't know what it is for the score. Just give me Denver 22-17, 20-17 Denver. I don't know, but I'm not really confident in this pick because you once again you can't ever trust Denver. But come on, I feel like in my head they're going to get past Washington. All right, next up we have Minnesota and Minnesota going into Philadelphia, and this is our Thursday night football game. Oh, and by the way, we have two Monday night games. By the way, I forgot to mention this is the first Monday night game between the Steelers and the Browns and the Steelers, and then we'll get to whatever next Monday night game is. But whatever, we're at this one. But we're at this one right now. We're at the Vikings and the Eagles, and yeah, I'm taking Philadelphia. Come on, Minnesota could even beat the Bucks. If you can't beat the Bucks, you're not winning in Philadelphia. That's just not happening. I don't care what the equation is. You're not winning. Yeah, I got the Eagles kind of kicking the shit out of them here. I got the Eagles winning this one 32-16. And I think the Eagles defense is good enough to contain Justin Jefferson. Now he still might go off, but still I think he's more contained. Plus I don't think Kirk Cousins is really gonna have a good game either. Because Philly's defense is just gonna be running at him 24/7. And Eagles are one of those loudest fans you ever see. So what is there to say about the Vikings in this game? I don't think they're gonna win. All right, next up we have the Bears and the Bucks. I'm taking the Bucks. I'm taking the Bucks to win this game because they looked good last week, and I don't trust the Bears. I mean, I don't think you can ever trust the Bears. I mean, what did the Bears do to convince you that they're going to win this game? Especially losing at home against a Green Bay team in kind of embarrassing way. Yeah. Give me the Bucks. Give me Bucks. I take them to win 24-18. All right, next up we have the Packers and the Falcons, and if I'm being honest, I think this is one of the more harder games of the week, in my opinion. Green Bay coming off a good win, Atlanta's coming off a good win as well, but if I'm being honest, I'm inclined to pick Green Bay here. I'm honestly going to pick them this week. They looked like the good team last week. Now I don't think they're actually going to make the playoffs, or I don't think they're going to be any like a super team. But man, didn't they look good last week? I mean, I'll be honest, right? But anyway, I think this game's going to be close. Another close one, another competitive one. I have this game ending by a field goal. I don't know what to predict for a score here because this game is kind of tricky. I don't know. We'll go Green Bay 24-21. This game should be that close though. All right, next up we have Seattle at Detroit. All right, so this game is also pretty simple. So after watching Seattle got their asses kicked against the Rams on the home floor, and then watching Detroit beat Kansas City in Kansas City, I think this is a pretty obvious answer. Lions. Something's telling me the Lions are going to kick their ass here. I think the Lions are going to score 34 points this week in Seattle because the Seattle's defense didn't really look that good last week. So I'm gonna take Detroit in a very convincing, dominating win. Detroit wins this game 34-17. All right, next up we have San Francisco at the Rams. Listen, Rams fans. We know that we can win this game. Right? This game is playing in LA. Now don't embarrass ourselves by just having a full of 49ers fans. You better not do that. But anyway, as a Rams fans perspective, okay, I'm not going to be biased here. Rams, we looked good last week. We looked really dang good. 49ers, they looked unstoppable. They looked unbeatable, so I got to roll with them. Now, this game, I'm not really... Now, a lot of you guys might see this as a blowout. I don't see this as a blowout because I think the Rams performed that good. Plus, their defense only allowed Seattle to score 13 points, which is pretty dang good if you're asking me. But anyway, in this game, I'm not really, I just don't think we're going to win. I think we can be competitive, but I'm just not expecting us to win this game. But I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong, but I'm going with the Niners 28-20. All right, next up we have the Giants and Arizona. Okay, what is easier? What is more easier to talk about this game? Is it easier to talk about the Giants or Arizona? I mean, I don't really have to say anything about Arizona. I think they played pretty good, pretty at least decent or better than I expected last week. But the Giants, I mean, come on. You lost 40-0. You got your asses kicked on primetime television Sunday Night Football. Giants, you better find a way to win this game. I don't care how you do it. The embarrassing way, the great way, the domination way. I don't care how you do it, but you better find a way to win this game. If you do not win this game, you guys are going for a very long, and I mean long season. Giants, you should take care of Arizona. I mean, I'm going to predict 16-12 because I don't know what the Giants are up to right now. But come on, but Giants, you should really win this game. You should win like 28 28-12, something like that. Come on, New York. I know you're better than this. All right, and the last game is our second second Monday night game is New Orleans going into Carolina. Listen, I want to pick the Carolina Panthers here so bad, but I'm not going to. I'm going to take the Saints because I think the Saints are just a better team right now. Basically, almost on all aspects, I think the Saints are just clearly better than the Panthers. I mean, this is another game I can see Bryce Young really struggling to come out of the pocket. I think Derek Carr and Alvin Kamara, I think the two are really going to have good games. Jamal Williams, I think he's also going to have a good game in this one. I mean, I could be wrong. This is one of those picks that I would like to be wrong because I would like to see Carolina win this game, but I just don't think that's going to happen. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Saints to win this game. We'll go Saints win 18-13. I'm not really expecting a lot of offense in this one either. All right, and that is my week 2 NFL predictions. Let me guys know what you guys think about this video. Let me guys think about the predictions. Just let me know. Just let me know. Let me know where you think I messed up, and let me know where you think that I did good. But anyway, I'm gonna hop out, get this thing edited. So because I am recording this extremely late, so I'm gonna get this off in time. Well, I'm not in time, but anyway, I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Make sure to subscribe right here to my little YouTube channel, and make sure you make your picks if you haven't done it already on the Money Little YouTube channel. Pick 'em challenge. But anyway, this is Big B here signing off from MoneyLittleNation.com. Peace out. We'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.